people often ask the question, and I've written a book about it on Bonhoeffer, but how did the Nazis take over Germany? How did it happen? How did it happen that the Salem witch trials? How do people get crazy and there's this mass, lemming-like run towards something that's a chimera, an illusion, and yet it happens over and over in history.
Right.
And I agree with you in the thesis of your book that there's no doubt that is what has just happened. And it's actually, of course, not over yet. We still have people who, the moment the Mueller report came out, they kept grasping at straws. When there were no longer straws to grasp,
Right.
They leapt over to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. They don't stop. And I want to say really bluntly to my audience, you don't have to like Trump. In fact, you can hate Trump. That's your right as an American. But when we see this level of corruption happening in our government, when we see journalists abdicate their sacred calling as journalists to follow a narrative, I have to say every American should be scared, because if you do not undo this, if you don't wake up from the dream, it's the end of America.
You've talked about and written about the swamp, and it does exist. These are people in the intelligence community, in the FBI in particular, and other bureaucratic agencies. They think they're in charge. They think they run the country and make decisions.
Right.
And the reason the witch hunt happened is because Donald Trump was a threat to their power. He vowed to drain the swamp. The swamp didn't want to be drained,
Right.
so they fought back. And they did so through corruption and lawlessness.